I can't even begin to imagine the holdings of the vast Vatican library or archives in Rome. I found an article by Barbara Johnson which tells of a newly found document which holds an eyewitness account of Jesus performing a miracle. And this has been in the Vatican archives for hundreds of years, and nobody knew it. Let me read to you some of the piece, because it is an extremely fascinating article. An Italian expert studying a first-century document written by the Roman historian Marcus Velleius Paterculus that was recently discovered in the archives of the Vatican found what is presumed to be the first eyewitness account ever recorded of a miracle of the Lord Jesus Christ. The author describes a scene that he allegedly witnessed in which a prophet and teacher that he names Isoas de Nazaremus resurrected a stillborn boy and handed him back to his mother. Historian and archivist Ignazio Peruzzi was hired by the Vatican authorities in 2012 to sort, analyze, and classify some 6,000 ancient documents that had been uncovered in the gigantic archive vaults. He was already very excited when he noticed that the author of the text was the famous Roman historian Velleius, but was completely stunned when he realized the nature of its content. The text as a whole is a narrative of the author's return journey from Parthia to Rome that occurred in 31 AD, recorded in a highly rhetorical style of 4 sheets of parchment. He describes many different episodes taking place during his trip, like a violent sandstorm in Mesopotamia, and a visit to the temple in Miletia, modern-day Medina or Malta. The part of the text that really caught Mr. Peruzzi's attention is an episode taking place in the city of Shibast, near modern-day Nablus in the West Bank. The author first describes the arrival of a great leader in the town with a group of disciples and followers, causing many of the lower-class people from neighboring villages to gather around them. And according to Velleius, that great man's name was Iosus de Nazarenus, a Greco-Latin translation of Jesus' Hebrew name, Yeshua HaSnotzi. Upon entering town, Jesus would have visited the house of a woman named Elishba, who had just given birth to a stillborn child. Jesus picked up the dead child and uttered a prayer in Aramaic to the heavens, which unfortunately the author describes as immensus, meaning incomprehensible. And to the crowd's surprise and amazement, the baby came back to life, almost immediately, crying and squirming like a healthy newborn. Many tests and analysis have been realized over the last weeks to determine the authenticity of the manuscript. The composition of the parchment and ink, the literary style, and handwriting have all been carefully scrutinized and were considered to be entirely legitimate. The dating analysis also revealed that the sheepskin parchment on which the text is written does indeed date from the 1st century of this era, more precisely from between 20 and 45 AD. This new text from an author known for his reliability brings a brand new perspective on the life of the historical character that is Jesus of Nazareth. It comes to confirm the Gospels on the fact that he was known for accomplishing miracles and that his sheer presence in a town was enough to attract crowds of people. A complete and official translation of the document should be made available online in many different languages over the next few weeks, but the impact of the discovery is already felt in the scientific community. Many scholars have already saluted the finding as one of the greatest breakthroughs ever realized in the study of the historical life of Jesus, while others have expressed doubts about the conclusions of the professor. and they're demanding for more tests to be performed by other scientific institutions before drawing any conclusion on the legitimacy of the document. To me, I believe that just going over this, that the document may well indeed be true and is an exciting find. And to know that it was sitting in the Vatican archives for hundreds and hundreds of years makes one wonder what else they have stowed away down there that belongs to Christianity altogether, not just to them. But anyways, we probably will not know within my lifetime anyways. One of the comments on the article pointed out that it is said in the Bible, New Testament, and I can't, this is a paraphrase of course, that not all the volumes of the world could contain every miracle that the Lord Jesus did in this short life here on earth. So this is, as I said in the article, it says it's the first eyewitness account that has been found, and it is indeed an incredible account to find. And of the 6,000 documents that this historian has been given over to classify, it makes you wonder what else might actually be in those documents. Anyways, I'm showing you a brief, not the greatest image of the four-page document and the historian who is translating and documenting it. Let me know what you think. It's an exciting find, and I'm happy to be able to bring this news of this find to you. Have a great evening, and God bless always.